40 and you have back pain, I'm going to share with you 4 dangerous exercises that are putting your back at risk, and they're really common. Lots of people do them. So I'm going to tell you what they are, why they're dangerous, and I'm also going to give you some alternatives, some safer alternatives, so that you can actually build up your core strength without damaging your lower back. So the first exercise you want to be super careful of is a Russian twist. I'm going to put a video up on the screen there. So Russian twists are really commonly done in the gym environment, but they also cause a lot of stress to your lower back, certainly if you've already got back pain. And so there's a term called flexion. So when you bend yourself forward and then you twist it, your back doesn't like it. So you can imagine your joints in your back bending forward, then twisting like that. It causes a lot of stress on that lumbar spine part of your back. So therefore, they can actually aggravate it and not strengthen the core the way you'd like it to do. So a really good alternative would be something called a Pallof Press. It means you're standing up, your core is supported, there's no bending and twisting, but you are resisting against weight, which means that the same muscles that worked in the Russian twist for the obliques and the core are actually working super, super hard, but not in a dangerous way. And it's far, far more effective to build up your core strength without obviously the damage and risk involved. So the second exercise, you see people all the time doing crunches or variation of crunches, okay? And it's the same thing. When you start to pull yourself over, that you can really sort of put a lot of pressure on the lower back area as well. And what also happens is when you strengthen the core up in that way, the muscles kind of shorten, and unless you do some mobility back exercises, keep these shortened, which puts a lot of stress on your lower back. So if you're doing crunches all the time, I'm not saying you can't do them, but there's a better alternative. And the simpler way would be a plank exercise, okay? And when you do this plank exercise, you want to make sure that your bum is slightly up a little bit, because if you're too low in the plank, then it puts lots of pressure on that lower back and actually could make it worse. So you can start with lifting your bum a little bit. You can engage your core as well, and you're going to get the static isometric hold again, which is going to put a lot of pressure on the abs. It's going to make them stronger and support your body in a better way. So the third exercise we've got, you see these in F45s and common in boot camps and things like that, is burpees, okay? So burpees, I don't really see a huge benefit for burpees personally, but when you do a burpee and you drop down to the floor, your lower back will your hips will sink and hit the floor sometimes, and it puts a lot of stress on the lower back, and then you flick it back again, come onto your feet, and you got a lot of, so when you stand up, then you're standing and craning up your back, and you're not lifting your legs properly or using your legs properly to squat you up, and cause a huge amount of pressure on the lower back. In fact, we see this all the time when growing younger, that people have done burpees and really hurt themselves, okay? So what would be a great exercise for burpees? Well, it depends on what you're trying to achieve with burpees. If it's to get your heart rate up and burn some calories, okay, it's probably not the best exercise anyway, just because you can't do it for such a long time. But the way you can, one of the best ways if you're using it for cardio purposes is go for a walk. Walking is one of the best exercises you can possibly do to strengthen your core and ease lower back pain, okay? We see it time and time again, right? And the last one is back extensions. So if you see a lot of people trying to strengthen their back and they're doing back extensions that way, well, again, when you're crunching up your spine and your lower back, it can cause a lot of stress and sort of impingement in your lower back area. And when you do that, it can actually aggravate the back, and it's going to, the risk-reward ratio is not quite there. Yes, you're going to be strengthening your lower back muscles, but it's also going to put impact on the joints instead. So a really good exercise in place of that, which will do all the things in a safer, more effective manner, is something called a bird dog. When you're doing a bird dog, you're using your glutes as well, upper back, thoracic spine, your core's working in all sorts of dimensions, and you're not getting that same flexion in your lower back. So that is my video for today. 4 dangerous exercises for people with back pain that are over 40. If you like the video, do us a favor, leave us a comment, share it to somebody that you know has a bit of back pain, and let me know what you'd like to see next, because I'd love to share with you the things that you want to see from us, okay? So have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.